everyone, welcome back. So I decided today that I'm going to go ahead and make some breakfast hot pockets. So I'm going to do egg, ham, and cheese. And I normally do homemade dough, but I'm going to be lazy and use the canned biscuits. So I'm going to go ahead and, I like to do, when I do big batches of scrambled eggs, I usually do it in my foodie just because of the non-stick, and it just makes it super easy, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. All my eggs are washed, and let's get started on this. So when I do a bunch of eggs like this, I'll do breakfast tacos in these pockets, and I'll do breakfast sandwiches. I like to blend everything up in the blender to get a little bit fluffier. So I'm going to go ahead and do I'll probably do about 8 eggs. And then since these are going in the freezer, I'm not going to eat them right now. I like to put sour cream. I like to put it in even if I'm cooking it right away, but especially if you're planning to have to reheat these, you want to add some, Greek yogurt or sour cream. You could do heavy cream or some just plain milk or almond milk too. Just some kind of extra moisture so that they won't get so dry and rubbery. This is a lot of sour cream, but it was the very end of it and I won't use it, so I'll go ahead and use it all. And then I also like to add some hot sauce. This one's really hot, so I'm just adding a little bit. Tears of Joy is what it's called, made by my grandparents. And it is fantastic. You don't need much salt since we have sour cream and cheese is going to be in there and ham. So we're just going to add some black pepper. And we'll give this Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this a little pulse here. Perfect. Alright, Alright, so I just put a little bit of bacon grease here in the bottom of the foodie pot and it's preheating. I've got it set to medium. You generally want to cook your eggs pretty slow. You don't want to have them on too high of a heat or they're going to get crispy, and especially for eggs that you're going to be warming over, that's not really what you're looking for. So we're going to let this preheat for another second longer, and then we'll go ahead and add our egg mixture in. Okay, this is looking good now. So we're going to go ahead and add our egg mixture in here. I'm going to just bottom off just a little bit, and then you just kind of want to let this go slow. So these are great little breakfasts for on the go. You can bake them up and then freeze them if you like, and then all you have to do is microwave them or heat them up real fast in the oven. Oops, sorry. So these are great little breakfasts for on the go. When you're in a rush, you can bake them up first and then reheat them in the microwave or just quickly in the oven. Or you can do like I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and freeze them unbaked and then bake them whenever I'm ready. I just prefer that method. It means that they'll last longer in the freezer, and the eggs aren't going to be cooked 3 times, they'll just be cooked twice. Okay, these look perfect. My bowl. I'm going to make sure that you don't overcook the eggs. See how they're still pretty soft. No brown spots. Because they will be cooked again. So we're gonna let this has to cool completely. We want it to be cool or room temperature at least, so that it doesn't melt the cheese or make the dough too hot for us to work with. So we're gonna let this cool, and I'll see you back in just a little bit. Okay, so we're back. We're back now that our eggs are cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and, excuse the hum, I've got a chicken in the foodie. So I know that's a little bit loud and distracting, but hopefully I can reduce that sound a little bit in editing. That was a struggle. All right. So now that we got that figured out, so you can see I have a Silpat here. That's just to make this a little bit easier on me. And you're going to take a biscuit, fold it out. Could use some flour, but yeah, I should have gotten some flour. Stove is already heated up. Alright, we'll do this one and then I'll go and get some flour and finish the rest. We're going to stretch it out. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of cheese here. And some ham that I just diced up. This is just lunch meat ham. You can use whatever you have. If you want to use bacon or sausage, or the ham steak is also really good. Or if you don't want that, if you want veggies, you can put veggies in here as well. That'd be fantastic. Just kind of make what you want kind of a thing. Then just gonna go ahead and stuff it all in. Alright, that's one. You want to make sure you pinch it nice and tight so it's all stuck. Alright, I'm going to get some flour from my board and I'm going to finish these off. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so these turned out pretty good. I'm going to go stick them in the freezer. If you would be baking them right now, then you would just brush the top with butter and bake them per the instructions on the can, or until they're golden brown. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Y'all have a great night.